Evening. I'm Alan, and I'm here to tell you about the movies I saw last week. Three comic book movies: Deadpool, Spider-Man into the Spiderverse, and Aquaman. So first, I'm going to talk about Aquaman because that's the most recent one I saw. I got the Amazon Prime preview screenings over there at the AMC, and it was pretty dope. Like, I wasn't expecting this, but they brought out one of the actors, the actor who played Black Manta, to come out and like introduce the film, and that was pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't have expected that. Like the last time I had the actors come out, that was like for Anna and the Apocalypse, but there was like a thing afterwards, you know. So they had director, the actor, and the casting agent, but this one, it was like pretty interesting to see like the Black Manta actor come out. I was like, holy shit! Like only in LA are you gonna get the actor from the actual film to come out. I think Amazon probably asked him to do it or something. And then after the film, they gave out goodie bags of like an Aquaman, a canvas bag, a comic book, and a bottle, which is cool. Like I wasn't expecting that either. You know, I didn't buy this ticket. I got it through AMC Prime, so it was like pretty awesome. You know, just getting this ticket by having the Prime membership and then doing that and getting it. But it was also weird that before the film they promote like two Amazon products like Alexa and all that bullshit and something else, and then the DC films coming out. So there was Shazam, and then I think the Lego Movie. Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is like totally focused just for your products, Amazon and WB. So that was funny. Yeah, as for the film, I have to say I liked it. I liked it. I mean, I'm a fan of all the DC movies up until now, except like Suicide Squad. I really didn't like that one at all, but I did forgive some things in Batman vs Superman and in Justice League. Justice League was a little bit worse. Batman vs Superman was a little bit more redeemable to me, especially the director's cut. Um, if you watch them and give it the time, like you'll enjoy those films. But if you're just gonna be write it off, oh no, it's not Marvel, it's like, well, then you're not gonna enjoy it, you know. But this film, I think, is really aping Marvel hard. Like it felt like a Thor movie, basically, because the whole plot is like Aquaman has to get the MacGuffin, so he's like strong enough to prove that he leads. Like if he gets the sphere, the spear or trident, really, that the original king of Atlantis had, it would prove that he's a true king because it's like Thor's hammer where it only obeys, you know, the true king. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of aping fucking Thor too, but whatever, you know, that's how it goes with that. So that's the plot of the film. It does it pretty well. It's like kind of like Indiana Jones or but with superhero shit. It's dope, you know. Uh, the opening scene is like these guys are trying to jack a submarine, and you're like, oh shit, is this where Black Manta shows up? And that's where Black Manta shows up. Black Manta is like a pirate, like a super high tech pirate. He has like this submarine, stealth submarine that he stole also earlier before the film, and yeah, he's going through like taking down everybody, and then boom, fucking Aquaman shows up, and then Aquaman just rips and tears them because they're just guys with guns, you know. Like he puts up a decent fight. Like if Aquaman wasn't could get stabbed by a regular blade, he'd be fucking dead because Black Madam got him like several times, and then he just fucking breaks it and is like, no, you can't do that, chump. He's about to kill Black Manta, and then Black Manta's dad, who I guess is also another Black Manta, like it's like a line of progression. He comes in and saves his ass with like a grenade launcher, and then which Aquaman also just fucking just doesn't do shit to me, and then he's about to finish off both of them, and I think I forget what happened. I don't know. Something falls on top of Aquaman's dad. I mean, Aquaman, Black Manta's dad, And then Black Man's like, yo, you're a good guy, right? And he's like, nah, I'm not for y'all. He's like, y'all just gonna keep stealing. So he just leaves them cold. Like most superheroes would, like, they will throw out their hand at the bad guy, but Aquaman's like, no, you guys are just thieves and murderers. I'm not down with that. Which some heroes would do that. And so, he's trying to help his dad. He's desperate to help him, and then his dad's like, "Go, go, go," and he's like, "No, I won't leave you." That cliche stuff. It's cool. It's good. It's all right. But he then pulls out a grenade and is like, "If you don't leave, we're both dead." And so then Black Man jumps the hell out of there, gets on his sub, and then that's the end of that scene. And that whole thing with his father dying, and he blames Aquaman obviously for his father's death, even though it's kind of also his death for the line of work he's in. But I guess he's blaming him because Aquaman didn't lift a finger to help him. So he's like, that's his whole impetus about getting revenge, and it's awesome. Like in the comic books, that whole storyline with Black Panther wanting to get revenge on Aquaman is awesome. Like he just goes so off the wall, off the chain, trying to get revenge. Kills his son. He kills his son at one point. So I don't know if they'll do that in the movies, but yeah, it's pretty brutal. He's a brutal guy, and the way he gets his suit, I guess he's been working with King Orm, who's trying to like get all the different tribes of mer people together to like attack the surface, but he needs like 4 tribes to join him. So he's going to each tribe, like trying to convince them. The one he convinces right away is the one led by Ivo Drago. He's in the film, and who's also Mero's dad. His tribe, and he does this by like faking an attack of a submarine, which the submarine was the same one that Black Manta got. So Black Manta is like helping him out, trying to get him stuff that he needs, and he's like, I just want one thing from you. I want, revenge on Aquaman. And so then what he does is he gets him like the Atlantean tech armor, and then Black Manta takes this like white armor and like this super cool like gun, the plasma gun, which is basically the eye vision, and freaking remakes it into that suit that you see in the trailer. And that scene is pretty badass. Like when he's fighting Aquaman, is fucking him up with the lasers. That's pretty badass. That whole scene, I mean, I think the action scenes in this film is like pretty damn good. Like I enjoyed every second of that. And yeah, it's just a feel good film. Like, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. There's some like serious moments where you're like, oh shit, but yeah, I really enjoyed the film. Like, I hope DC really turns around the ship, because I love Justice League and I love DC, like the cartoon show. And so it really would do me good to see like them transition to the screen like well for once. But yeah, and then so I would recommend that. It's coming out next week for everybody. It's already doing gangbusters in China and like other parts of the world, so it's probably going to be successful. I mean, I think it already is. Like, it's mostly successful. I mean, I don't know if it's going to have success here, but it doesn't matter. Like, if the world likes Aquaman, then they're going to keep making more movies. So hopefully America likes Aquaman, but we'll see. The other movie, the other movie I want to talk about is Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse, and oh my god, this movie is ridiculously good. Like, wow, Sony like came from making the fucking Emoji movie, the shittiest fucking animated movie ever, and then has now made like one of the best comic book movies, one of the best animated movies, of this year, of like the current era, really. And it's so ridiculously good. Like, I didn't give a shit about Miles Morales, to be honest. Like, okay, he's Black Spider-Man, whatever. But this movie, like, made me really like, shit, this character's awesome. I need to get a figure of him because I don't have one. And it was just so cool. And I just loved, like, the other Spider-Man. Like, you have, like, a Peter Parker. Like, there's 2 versions of Peter Parker. So there's the one in Miles Morales' universe, which I guess will be, like, the Ultimate Universe or something. And he has blonde hair. When I first saw the blonde hair, I'm like, oh, shit, he's Ben Reilly. But But then it's like, oh no, he's Peter Parker. But maybe he is Ben Riley, and then there's a real Peter Parker's going to show up again in his universe because, yeah, this is the Clone Saga. Like, maybe they had the Clone Saga already. Who knows? Because this blonde Peter Parker thinks he's, it's totally Ben Riley, but it's Peter Parker. And, that's a huge spoiler, right? That he dies. Yeah, well, if you knew Ultimate Spider-Man, that's how, like, Peter Parker dies, then Miles Morales takes over. Like, he gets bitten by a similar spider. He gets different powers, though. Like, he gets the invisibility, and he gets venom shock, so he can touch people, like, shock people unconscious. Like, it's pretty cool. It's like yeah, he still has to use web shooters. He doesn't have, which he gets from, like, Aunt May. Yeah, apparently the Spider-Man was, like, super, like, had the bat or spider cave or something like that. And he has all this, like, high-tech stuff and suits and school. Like, you can see, like, all the different suits are like, oh, shit, is that comic book line, that comic book line. The Iron Spider suit was there. It was pretty badass to see all those suits out. So basically, the plot of that one is that the Kingpin, I guess, he's missing his family. His family died in a car accident. So he's trying to search the multiverse with this huge machine to try to find it. Try to find another set of his family to bring into this universe. Which is pretty cool because this kind of plot is straight up from the animated series where he had a device. Like, same thing. Kingpin had a fucking device that could traverse the whole multiverse. That one he was trying to, like, use a bomb to threaten all the multiverses for money or some dumb shit like that. Whatever, that was dumb. But this one actually makes sense. Like, oh, you know how much he loves Vanessa, especially if you watch Daredevil. It's like, anyone fucks with Vanessa, you're fucking dead. He's kicking your fucking ass. He's not giving a shit. So that one is like a really good motivator for his motivations in this film, Kingpin at least. I kind of didn't like the voice or the look, but, not everyone can be Vincent D'Onofrio, so... Yeah, but anyways, like, he gets bit by the spider, like, hanging out with, his uncle, who happens to be, somebody significant, and, what else? Oh, yeah, and then, once they set off the machine once, then that's when the other Spider-Man coming in, and Gwen Stacy shows up as Spider-Gwen, and it's her storyline, origin. Spider-Ham, Spider-Noir by who's Nicolas Cage. There's the Spider-Man. I think the Spider-Man from another universe, he's a bit older than the Spider-Man from Miles' universe. He's the one that kind of reluctantly trains him, and he's like out of shape, out of work Spider-Man. Like, Mary Jane left him. It's pretty sad, but I think. What's funny about him, he kind of reminds me of Earth X Spider-Man, who was the same thing. Like, he like retired. He just like became overweight and balding and everything. He still had Mary Jane in that one though, and actually Mayday was also a thing. Like, this Spider-Man's reluctant to have children, but the other one, Earth X, he has his daughter actually becomes a new Spider-Girl, and she gets the Venom symbiote, so she's like double overpowered because she has spider powers and venom powers. So, but yeah, and then I don't know. This is just a joy, like, just to see, like, this was like a full length motion picture of like those set of episodes in the Saturday morning cartoon where like all the different Spider-Man join up and like team up to fight a big villain. That was a joy. Like, I just loved it. Like, it was. Like, anything I've always wanted. Like, I've always wanted, like, why don't they do a Spiderverse where, like, every live-action Spider-Man comes together? That would be so cool. I would fucking die. If, like, and if they had, like, the Gwen Stacy be, Emma, what's her name? Emma Stone? Oh, shit. I would kill somebody to see that shit. That would be so awesome. I don't know, but probably never would happen, but it would be so cool if they ever get to that point. Like, they do a live-action Spider-Verse. And I hope this series continues. I heard they had a sequel coming and a spin-off. And even the end trailer teases My favorite alternate Spider-Man, Spider-Man, the Hispanic Spider-Man 2099. Well, I guess Miles is also Hispanic, but this one's like, you know, Miguel, like, 'cause he's a more Hispanic sounding name. But yeah, and then the last one I saw, and oh yeah, I recommend that movie so bad. Like, go out and see that movie, like for sure. Like more than Aquaman, I recommend see Spider-Verse if you had one movie. And then there was Deadpool. Deadpool Saves Christmas or whatever the fuck it's called. It's Deadpool 2. With less cursing. It still shit a lot. I guess there's a lot of. They don't say. Did they say fuck? I want to say they say fuck, but not really. Maybe one time they say it. And then they censor any nudity. Like when he has his little baby penis. The cutting scenes are really funny. And it's funny. It's like a good addition. But honestly, this should have been just a cut on a DVD or something. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. I mean, for children, I guess. If they want to take a kid to see it, take them. Otherwise, like, it's kind of necessary. I mean, it has a loving tribute to Stan Lee at the end. That I really enjoyed. But otherwise, it's like, just skip it. Alright, well, that's my time. I've been rambling for too long by myself. So, I'm going to be seeing, Mary Poppins, I think Wednesday, hopefully. And then, Welcome to Marwen and Vice are coming out next week. So I'll be watching that. I think this is pretty much for big budget movies for the whole year. So, hope you enjoyed that review. This is my new format. I'm not doing car shit anymore. It's just too dark and nobody can really see anything. So, we're going to stick to my room. And you'll see, cool shit in the background. But yeah, enjoy your day. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this triple review. Thanks. Have a good night.